Today we continue the rest of the events of our interesting story on Black Saturday. In the previous part, we saw what happened to Yasser and how the fairy Quiza saved him before Yasser was harmed, and how he ended up sitting waiting for Quizma and her servants until they brought him the car. But the question here is, will you be able to Quizma who brought the car to Yasser? And what will happen to Yasser? Will he survive or not? This is what we will discover in the events of the fifth part of our terrifying and frightening story. We hope that you enjoy reading this part, and we hope that you will like it. Yasser performed ablution and began to pray, and after he finished the far prayer, he began to supplicate to his Lord. And suddenly, 5 hours after Quizma left, Yasser felt a cool breeze that came from one of the windows of the house. There was a huge shadow covering the light of the sun, but the strange thing was that this shadow had no body. Yasser felt very afraid and started crying, and what got worse was that he heard a rough voice saying, "Who do you think you are? You are nothing but a small insect from the insects of the jinn. Who are you?" This shadow started laughing loudly, and the furniture of the house began to break, and here Yasser felt that his life was over, and he started begging this creature to stop, but in vain. Suddenly Quizma came and stopped this creature, whose laughter turned into screaming, and Quizma took Yasser's hand and took him out of the house. To show Quizma in her true form, Quizma was very frightening, and her prestige and power was evident. From the horror of the scene, Yasser fainted, and after a while Yasser woke up to the voice of the old man he had met previously. The old man said, "Come on, Yasser, you have to get out of the village quickly, because now Quizma has become one of the servants of the jinn and no longer has authority as it was before." Yasser interrupted the old man said, "How long have I been sleeping?" The old man said, "You have been sleeping for 3 months." Quizma said, "There is no time to talk, Yasser. Come out of the house and run, and whatever happens to you, do not stop running." Indeed, Yasser went to the door of the house and thanked the old Yasser and Quizma for their help. Yasser tried to search for anything that would illuminate the place for him to see what was around him, so he remembered that he had a small lamp in his pocket. Yasser lit the lamp, and suddenly he found a person in front of him who seemed to be slightly deformed. Yasser was very afraid and said, "Who are you and what do you want from me?" He said this thing, "What do I want from a person like you, O clever one?" Yasser said, "You are a human like me, right? Or are you a jinn?" This person said, "Yes, I am human, but this deformity on my face is the result of their torturing me." This person did not answer, but only said one word, "You are lucky if they left you to live." The place was filled with a very foul smell, as if something was dead in the hole. No mind believes him. This disfigured person bent over to the corpse and ate it while looking at Yasser and saying to him, "Remember my words, my dear, the moment will come when you will do as I do." Follow.